We are on the eve of a major and serious transformation. Society is writhing in pain after pain. And something new. On the verge of giving birth. An interesting birth distress. We are in the trouble of giving birth to something, giving birth like a mother. Masses that have been distanced from their own unique line with 1,000 paradoxes over the years are so worried about the future, so hopeless. Hearts are weak, minds are poor, inspirations are unpleasant. His psyche is so shaken and his future so chaotic. Distraught masses with their lives on their lips are waiting for a cure for their knees and a light in their hearts. It is most vital for him to find his follower in whom he hopes for life and bliss with messages of faith and hope. You will not fall into despair. The world is looking into your eyes. One day, in the face of an issue, a brother who I would kiss his forehead said to me, "We were used to you in such a different way that I could never understand this." He said to me, "I can't forget it." Years have passed. I couldn't digest such a response that came to me. They look at us very differently. They look at you very differently. Carrying the torch of hope of the nation, it will never stop marching, even if it fades, like a reflector to show that the light never goes out. Hope is first and foremost a matter of faith. A person who believes is hopeful, and his hope is in proportion to his belief. In this regard, so many things that are the product of strong faith are considered wonderful by some. In fact, when hope and determination enter a heart full of faith, human norms are transcended. Those who do not have this level of heart life always consider it marvelous. They call it wonderful, a miracle. Especially when a person has chosen well what to believe in and has set his heart on it, there can never be pessimism and despair in his spiritual world. An individual comes into existence through hope. Society is revived with it and enters a course of development. In this respect, an individual without hope is unthinkable, and a society without hope is paralyzed. Hope is the discovery of one's own soul, and detect the power in him. With this detection, one comes into contact with the infinite power beyond the universe, and with it he reaches power and strength for everything. In this way, the mote becomes the sun, the part becomes the whole, and the human soul becomes a breath of the universe. At a time when his sky was darkening, his resolve was broken, Prophet Adam was shaken with hope. He says, "I have wronged my soul," and resurrects. Satan, on the other hand, he flounders in the blood and pus of despair and finally drowns. Every man of the heart has set out with a torch of hope with which he has braved the floods, battled the storms, and struggled with the waves. In some, the hope has become a bud of Judy, in others a garden of Eden, in others a civilized Yathrib. In this valley, every hero of hope has also become the saint of the Empyrean, the flag of the people, of his own people. Look at Bediazeman. Fueled by hope and determination, a slave brought new fame to the Pillars of Hercules and became a legendary hero overseas. And a young sovereign, lightning-struck with new hope, played with the ages and in the history of mankind, he has attained heights that very few people can achieve. And in the period when everything is over, when the nation's fate is bent and its pride is broken, the level of faith determines the state of hope an individual reaches, can challenge the universe even if order is disrupted 50,000 times, continues on its way unshaken. To make it possible in absence always breathes life into dead souls. It is only through hope that long roads can be overcome, with hope that streams of blood and pus can be crossed, and with hope that vitality and order can be achieved. Those who are defeated in the world of hope are defeated in practice. There are many valiant and swashbuckling journeys that have been cut short because of a weakness of faith and hope. A small earthquake, a passing storm, a rushing torrent has taken away their determination and willpower. And those who attach them with hope, but later fall into the swamp of despair with them and drown, are the worst of all. In fact, it is not possible for those who have not found the truth and have not attached their hearts to it to be otherwise. Those who are attached to chair, to position, to fortune, and who take solace in things that are transient and perishable, sure to be disappointed eventually. To non-fading color, to eternal light, to the sun that never sets, is a soul whose heart is bound. Their nights are as bright as the morning light, and their days as colorful as the gardens of paradise. On the horizon of such individuals, suns wander freely, and changing seasons follow one another like a captivating display of different scenes. Or each one stretches like a majestic tree toward the sky, sending its roots deep into the depths of the earth, so that neither the intensity of snowstorms nor the scorching fury of blizzards can ever affect them. These hearts, connected to the infinite and full of hope, bring so many fruits, no matter the spring or summer, no the haze or winter, and they receive from the glorious elders. Fulfill what is expected of them. We, as a nation as a whole, endure and not be offended. We are in need as much as bread, as much as water, as much as air, of guides who persevere and do not give up and who never give in to despair. Interesting, those who set out motivated and when they cannot find what they seek according to their desires, they either fall into despair or engage in conflict with Allah, are far away from us, and we are far away from them. Also, the broad circle of fate will never move according to the corrupted philosophies and flawed geometries of these wretched individuals on the ground. In these days when 1,001 buds of hope are smiling and 1,001 seeds are under the ground waiting for the spring, we wish hope to hearts deprived of hope.